quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome to this PX1 Sports presentation of the Collegiate Football Simulation League on YouTube. We are live from Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Hello, everyone. I'm Nate Murphy, joined in the booth tonight by Caleb Allen. Caleb, we have a battle between the number 6 Auburn Tigers and the number 12 LSU Tigers. Identical records, similar styles of play. So which set of Tigers might have the edge in this one tonight?
I mean, you have to go with Auburn. This is the second meeting since Luz has taken over LSU. They had won last year close. Let's see if, and team-wise, probably still leaning towards Auburn as well.
We'll see LSU on the field first offensively in their purple jerseys tonight in front of the home crowd. So a little bit of a switch from their traditional white home uniforms. And they'll go under center, play action, pass on play number 1. It's Marco Wallace, complete from the freshman Cobra Carter.
And it was Tyrell Washington who was in that flat, the defensive end junior, tried to take the flat away. Did a decent job limiting it to just a gain of 1 on the first play.
You're going to see a large dose of Andre Johnson tonight. He is the deep back here in the offset eye, but they will throw again on play number 2. And Carter complete to Fasaro on the quick slant, a first down for LSU.
And he just beat the corner off the line too quickly. Thankfully, Rollo Wood was able to just slide down, make that tackle to limit a massive game.
Carter has been an efficient quarterback here through the first 4 weeks of the season, and there you continue to see it as he finds Mikey Fasaro once again, back-to-back plays, this time for 18 and another first down.
That's just too much space in a great throw. LSU obviously found a weakness in the Auburn defense, wanting to be able to attack downfield, and it's going to be through Fasaro, the guy who Auburn has to figure out how to stop as soon as possible.
Carter came in with just over 1,300 yards passing through the first 4 games, and he's going to chuck this one downfield and over everybody's head, out of bounds, incomplete.
Just nothing open. Auburn is a decent team when it comes to taking the ball away. Why put the ball at risk, especially on first down? Live to see another down.
Back to that offset eye. They'll go play action again, and they're going to fire this back to the other corners. This time it's incomplete, broken up. Receiver had it in his hands, could not hold on through the contact.
And that was a great job by Jefferson Miller to play the ball. He saw the corner route, the deadliest route in the CFSL, and just got the ball out of his hands before he could get upfield.
The first third down here for LSU, and that one is complete. Johan Donnie with the catch along the sideline. Great job holding on through the contact, and it's a first down for LSU.
And that's a tight window throw from the freshman. That's not an easy throw to make. There's not a lot of quarterbacks who can confidently make that throw on third down. Perfect positioning, gave Donnie a chance, and Donnie's going to make that play.
A freshman to freshman on that third down connection. And now Carter, he's going to keep it, first running play of the game for LSU. And it's Carter on a keeper for 6.
Good way to attack upfield. Just said, hey, I have my legs. I just made that outstanding throw. Let's have a great first drive and include my legs.
Now they'll go back under center. Single back is Johnson. They'll go play action once again. Carter turns, fires that one out of bounds. Had an open receiver, couldn't keep him inside the lines.
Yeah, it's just a little too far outside. Have to throw that ball earlier. The closer you play the sideline, the more dangerous it's going to be.
And now on 3rd and 4, Carter again to the corner. This one, well, that is complete to Faircloth, and I don't know that that's who Carter was trying to hook up with on that one, but it's good for an LSU first down.
I think Faircloth definitely stole that catch. He had the open gun, the corner didn't see who it was, and Faircloth's like, I want my first catch of the day.
And he got it and moved the chains. Blitz coming, picked up to the back corner of the end zone. Faircloth, that was intended for him, and he makes the catch in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
And that was just way too easy of a drive for LSU. They had 1 third down, had an easy completion on the sideline, but everything else was just realistically wide open. Nothing, no coverage downfield, nothing. Great drive, and I do have an update from Twitch for you. as Gator Gillespie gets a 1-yard touchdown. Tennessee goes up 7-0, 7:45 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, so Gator Gillespie scoring against the Florida Gators. You would have thought that they would have tried to reel him in there in Gainesville, but he goes to Tennessee and puts one on the board, and we've got a 7-0 ball game here as LSU put one on the board on their first drive, and now Q junior quarterback Zacchaeus Mosley coming out here for Auburn. And along with that man right there, sophomore Leon Jones Jr., a top 10 rusher here in the league through 4 weeks. But now we'll see Auburn on drive number 1, just off their own 25-yard line. Triple option. Mosley keeps it, puts his foot in the ground, cuts it upfield, and he's going to find 7 yards.
And this is what Beard wanted to do early. I was able to talk to him earlier. He wants to establish this run game early with all these weapons. We talked about Leon. We have Mosley, a quarterback who can run. They have the backfield to run the ball, and he thinks that's going to open up this game for them drastically.
Stuart Sherman, the backup, also a 5-star running back. He can tote it as well, and they give this one to Jones Jr., and he bounces off of one. He's going to lose a yard. Bear Watkins gets the stop in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Great job by Bear Watkins, the defensive tackle, moving, having to get outside the tackle box, something you don't typically see from DTs, but Bear Watkins wanted that tackle himself.
And it's now 3rd and 4, so the Auburn offense looking to convert here on an early 3rd down. This is thrown underneath. It is completely on Jones Jr. out of the backfield. Needed 4, got 5, 1st down Auburn.
And A.J. Zachary was just half a second late. If he was there half a second earlier, it's probably incomplete.
Tight end in motion, right to left, sets it up on the wing. And Mosley will throw this one away. Good coverage, some early pressure, forced it to be thrown away. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And it's limiting the bleeding there. Nothing's open. Why take an unnecessary sack? You have to feel confident if you're Auburn.
Now you go right back to the read option. You got Mosley upfield, 1st down, and a little bit more, just shy of midfield. Give Mosley 11 on the carry.
And there's Billy Davis, the senior, who came up with that tackle. It's not typically a good sign if your safety's having to come up to make a tackle 10 yards down the field.
Pistol set. He'll hand this one off to Jones, and he will bounce off of one defender, fight his way forward, gains 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Just outstanding patience from Leon Jones. That was supposed to be an outside run. The DN came free, and he said, oh, put my foot in the turf and just get upfield and get a few.
Same look here. Pistol set up the middle, and there's Stuart Sherman. Talked about him a little bit before. He picks up 7 on his first carry, and it's a 1st down.
And there's Billy Davis again, but this time he was playing up at the line of scrimmage, but would have probably preferred to not get dragged 1 or 2 yards.
Now play fake, and a good fake as the defense bites a little bit. Open receiver in the flat, broken tackle, still on his feet. And Hunter Bailey finds enough yards, give him 13 and a 1st down.
Just a great job by Auburn. Marcus Sandoval had a chance at that tackle early, ended up getting it later, but just great play call.
Walk on with a big play there, and this one thrown into the flat to Sherman, who slips out of the backfield, gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And that's Cletus Clodfelter, who came up with that tackle. Just great job by the sophomore, their leading tackler on the season.
2nd down, fully loaded pistol here. Hand this off to Leon Jones, and he is hit in the backfield and tried to regain his balance, but A.J. Zachary is going to get the credit for tackle in the backfield. 3rd and 5 upcoming.
A.J. Zachary is super dangerous when he's just running upfield. He likes to fill those running lanes because that's what he's great at. 25 tackles as a safety, 27 if you include the 2 he already has. Just a great run addition to the run game.
And now on 3rd down, Mosley looking down the middle of the field, incomplete. Ball was there, but it's knocked free. Auburn gonna have to settle for a field goal.
And that's just great defense by LSU. You thought they had the man, but just great job. I emphasize, play the ball, not the man, especially on 3rd down. You want to force that incompletion. Great job by LSU doing just that and getting off the field fast.
Erwin Keeler up and good. So Auburn on the board in the Battle of the Tigers. LSU 7, Auburn 3, 4:04 to go here in the first quarter. So Caleb, both teams with possessions. Both teams looked pretty good moving the football. The difference was Auburn bogged down late in that drive. LSU was able to put one on the board or in the end zone. So we'll see what kind of adjustments here were made, and we'll get your opinion on what Auburn should do defensively here on this drive after this play. 1st and 10. Carter looking a little bit of late pressure and throws it away.
And honestly, Murph, what Auburn needs to do is just get pressure on the quarterback consistently. They're dropping back, and it's giving Carter too much time. You have to make the freshman throw quick, and that's going to put you in a good situation.
Now they go draw play, Andre Johnson, and I talked about him a bunch in the first drive. That's his first carry of the night. He'll lose a yard, and it will be 3rd and 11.
And it looked like they were trying to set up the draw. Washington just read it all the way. Linemen are taught if it's too easy, something's up, and he knew that instantly.
So 3rd and 11. Carter straight drop back, throws this one underneath. It is complete, but it's going to be well short of the first down. Marco Wallace got 4. Needed 7 more. Didn't have a chance to get there, and LSU will punt it away.
Great job by Jody Gentry, the freshman safety. Was playing that flat and instantly got that tackle. You don't have to get fancy on 3rd down. Just create 4th down situations.
So Auburn going to get it back, and they're going to have decent field position. Maverick Berlin, a 9-yard return, has them set up just short of the 45-yard line.
And over on Twitch, you have a 27-yard passing touchdown to Christopher Fraley. As Florida ties it up 7-7, 4:30 left in the first quarter.
And Auburn now on their second possession. Little jet sweep action here as Ron Don gets the carry, and he's back to the line of scrimmage. That is it.
And it was both Billy Davis and Jet Mingo in the backfield. These safeties play a pivotal role in this run game for LSU, something Auburn has to figure out.
2 tight ends, pistol set here, read option, and Mosley coming near side as he will power his way out to about the 48-yard line, get a 5, sets up a 3rd and 5.
And another tackle for A.J. Zachary. It feels like anytime we talk about a play in the run game so far, it's just been the safeties. They need someone in the front 7 to help these safeties in the run game.
So 3rd and 5, big play here early in this one. As this one thrown near side, and that's complete. Grayson Lee are along the sideline for 19 and move the chains for Auburn.
Grayson Lee, the tight end, the senior, had one-on-one coverage, and Mosley saw money on that throw, said, I see my first down, I'm trusting my guy, and that was a great play call by them.
Now they go fully loaded pistol once again, and they hand this off to Jones Jr. He makes one guy pay for trying to make the tackle, and he'll pick up just 2 yards.
Yeah, A.J. Zachary thought he had another easy tackle. He got then thrown out the club by Leon because Leon wasn't letting him get another tackle this early.
And they'll pump fake the underneath throw. Then they're going to take their shot downfield, one-on-one, and incomplete. Knocked away late. Great coverage back there by Jet Mingo.
Great coverage by Jet Mingo, but what a throw by Mosley. Put that in the right spot where only his guy had a chance, and it just didn't go positive for them.
3rd and 8, another big 3rd down here late first quarter. They're taking their shot one-on-one again, downfield, bounced around, incomplete. Mingo back there again, and he will not break. So Auburn now going to settle for a long field goal attempt.
Those 2 play calls tell me they want to attack Jack Mingo. He's the freshman in that secondary, the only freshman starting safety.
And Keeler from about 48 yards away could not find the mark, and actually I believe he hits the outside of the upright right there. Not a lot of wind here tonight, Caleb, just a light breeze, 72 degrees, a little bit of cloud cover, but it's a beautiful night here in Baton Rouge for football, so I don't think the weather played any factor in that one there, as this is dumped underneath to Wallace, who catches and turns it upfield for a gain of 4.
And it was Maverick Berlin who came down for that tackle. He has 33 tackles on the year already. The second leading tackler, doing a great job tackling the bigger tight end.
2nd down and 6. Blitz coming in, didn't quite get home. Force a quick throw, but Johan Donnie gain of 4 again, so sets up a short 3rd down for LSU.
And Carter did not see that blitz coming at all. Perkins came in completely free, got a free hit on him, just Cobra barely got rid of it in time to limit a sack.
3rd and 2, and this one's slung into the flat. Andre Johnson pays for catching that one as he takes a big hit, but does pick up the first down.
I want to give credit to Andre Johnson there, as it was Rex Allen who came in for that hit. Rex Allen, a forced fumble machine, way to hold on to it by Andre Johnson.
Draw play. Johnson looking for room, finding nothing. He is hit and dropped by Allen in the backfield. It'll be 2nd and 11.
He has been a monster this year for Auburn. A great pickup for the Auburn Tigers. He's done everything that Beard has needed from a middle linebacker, and that proves it right there what he can do in the run game as well.
The 2nd and 11, I formation. Slide your tight end in motion, right to left, sets him up on the wing. Little trap play there. You see the guards pulling, and Johnson winds up with 8. So good carry on 2nd and long to make this a manageable 3rd down.
A well-needed carry, as it was Jefferson Miller, the other linebacker next to Rex Allen, and Gavin Duke who made that tackle.
3rd and 4. Single back set here. Cobra Carter, straight drop back. He's taking a shot downfield one-on-one, and he paid the price for testing Auburn downfield. Rolo Wood with the interception, returns it out across the 30, and Auburn back in business.
Great interception by Wood. He tracked the ball through the air. He knew he was one-on-one and that Carter would want to take the shot, as freshmen can get antsy on 3rd down, especially when you're feeling a groove.
And that closes quarter number 1. A lot of action, not a lot of points on the scoreboard. 7-3 LSU over Auburn. Come on back. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. And we are back here in Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Nate Murphy, Caleb Allen here with you, bringing you quarter number 2 now. And Jones Jr., a little hurdle up the middle, finds 10 yards and a first down.
That was a good, powerful run. It's dangerous to leave your feet, though, as a running back, as when you're in the air, who knows what could happen, who knows where you can get hit, and the helmet to the ball is very realistic, but great job holding on to it.
Especially when you leave your feet in a crowd like that, but a good job there. And now the jet sweep, and this time it works. They tried it earlier, and it went back to the line of scrimmage. This time they give it to Rondon. He finds a seam, nice cut, great blocking downfield, 16 and a first down.
It was outstanding blocking downfield. Jay Sharpless made the biggest block that turned it from maybe a 7-yard carry to that 19-yard carry one, but it was A.J. Zachary again with the tackle.
And now Mosley looking, throws to the sideline, and Grayson Lee on a little out cut picks up 11 and moves the chains again.
It felt like that interception by Wood is a complete momentum changer, as we haven't seen Auburn move the ball like this all night, and here they are with all the momentum, feeling it finally.
And pistol set, turn handed off to Jones Jr., throws the stiff arm, and he will pick up 3 before he's finally drugged down by Claude Felter.
And it was Keontae King, the defensive end for LSU, who had to pay the price of trying to tackle Leon Jones.
And so 2nd down and 7 now. Pistol set, read option. Mosley trying to find the edge and does not. Boy, did he get hit. Billy Davis put it on him.
Billy Davis did not like the attempt of the read option. He saw King bite and he said, "Oh, I have a free hit on a quarterback. I used to pray for times like this."
And he took his shot. Good job from Mosley holding on to that football. So 3rd and 9. Would be a long field goal from here, and they dump it underneath to Jones. It gives them a chance to at least convert the field goal, although Keeler missed his last attempt.
Yep, but it's a safe throw. If you see nothing downfield, get it to Leon. He's most likely to give you something after the catch.
41-yard attempt from Erwin Keeler. It is up, and this time it is true. So your new score with 7:24 to go in the first half, LSU 7, Auburn 6. Back and forth kind of action and a lot of defense here early in this one.
Absolutely. But over on Twitch, Falcon Chestnut gets a 6-yard rushing touchdown as Tennessee regains the lead, going up 14-7. 13 seconds left in the first quarter.
Chestnut, one of the league's best rushers regardless of position. And he does it from the quarterback spot for Tennessee and puts another one on the scoreboard. Now LSU trying to put one on the scoreboard. Quick throw from Carter. That is 2 or 3 times now, Caleb. We've seen that quick slant. This time it's Donnie, and he's got it out near midfield.
And it's just been killer. This LSU offense knows what beats them, and it was something B had mentioned when I talked to him. They are weak in the pass game. They need to limit the bleeding. And the Wood interception helped limit it, but they're just going back to it and looking like they've lost nothing.
I tried to press Donnie in the slot, and he breaks the press and gets to the middle of the field easily. And now LSU going to the ground game, and Johnson finding no room to work. Maverick Berlin with the stop in the backfield.
And Berlin had to fight for that tackle. He was holding on to that arm for dear life, saying, no, please, just go down. I don't want to get embarrassed.
Hey, it happens around here in this league. There's some embarrassment on the defensive side of the ball. Andre Johnson, picks up 4 on that carry, 3rd and 8 upcoming for LSU.
And that's just a powerful run. Get upfield, stay inside the tackle box, be comfortable, and just try to hammer out every yard you can get.
They need the Auburn 44 to keep the drive going. They're going to try and set up the screen near side, which is the short side, and that might have cost them a little bit of extra room for Andre Johnson. He is tracked down. He'll lose a yard. 4th and 9 upcoming. LSU going to have to punt it away.
And it was the big defensive tackle, Aiden Hall, who tracked him down. But I do agree. I think just screen short side of the field is never a good idea. Give yourself all the space for your running back to get away from the D linemen, as the D linemen here are really good at reading the screen at times.
And LSU going to punt this one away. Fielded at the 15, broken tackle. Berlin looking for some room, and he winds up with 8 yards. Auburn, we've seen a couple of drives out of him, Caleb, but yet to finish one with a touchdown.
It's been solid drives, but it's credit to the LSU defense. Bend, don't break.
And up the middle, a little draw play here for Jones Jr., and he'll pick up just a yard.
And its run game has been very limited. I mean, you talk about 2.6 yards a carry for the Jones. That's something usually unheard of for an Auburn game.
Now they go pistol set, heavy formation, orbit motion, triple option look. And late pitch, they've got the edge, first down across the 40 down to about the 43-yard line. And it's Ron Don, who now has 3 carries from the wide receiver position tonight for 33 yards.
And I feel like I'm watching the Oregon team we saw last year with all these triple option looks we're getting from them. Just, hey, every chance we get, we're going to give as many playmakers a chance to get. Beard reaching into his triple option bag to give all the space in the world.
And now Mosley off the play fake, a little rollout. All kinds of time. It's tax season, and he's got them done now. Wide open receiver downfield. It's Ron Don. He's getting it done now in the receiving game as well. His first catch, 38 yards. And it's 1st and 10 Auburn, and they are sitting in the red zone.
You just cannot give a quarterback that much time, especially a quarterback like Mosley. When you can stand back there and do your taxes, solve a crossword puzzle, whatever you do, scroll TikTok for an hour, that's not a good sign from your D-line.
You know, I guess college kids don't really have a lot of taxes they got to be filing, so it probably doesn't take him that long if he's got anything. As Leon Jones Jr. for 5 on the outside zone play, and it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Just an outstanding run, got pushed out of bounds, best way to bring down Jones is get him out of bounds.
So Frosty mentioned all those NIL deals. It might take him a minute to get some of those taxes done, man. I didn't think about that this day and age. It's not the same as when I was in college.
Well, last time I checked, NIL was illegal in the Collegiate Football Sim League, so can't be NIL.
Yeah, don't tell Auburn that. This one is handed off to Stuart Sherman, and he's going to find room near side, and it's 1st and goal down around the 3-yard line.
Great job by Stewart, not known as a power runner, the more speed to the power with Jones and Sherman's duo, but showed off some power trying to fight off that defender.
It's a 1st and goal, pistol set, all the big boys in on this one, turn, hand it to Jones. Oh, he needed to continue that towards the outside. He had some room before he needed to cut it up. AJ Zachary with the stop.
And he was trying to fight through it. He stays outside. He probably just gets there. But he was able to throw Jay Reed off him. But AJ Zachary went to war for that tackle, wanting to bend, not break yet again.
2nd and goal. Little read option look. Got one block on the outside, and that was enough. Mosley to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Just a great run. Actually stayed to the outside that time. That's all you have to do on the goal line a lot of the time is you kick it to the outside. Teams are so focused about that halfback dive that just kick it outside is a free walk-in.
And Keeler with the extra point. It's now 13-7 Auburn with their first lead of the ballgame. 4:04 to go here in the half. LSU, Caleb, after their first drive of the ballgame where they marched it right downfield, they've struggled to maintain drives. They've put small pieces of drives together, but haven't gotten it back downfield yet, and they've turned it over since that first drive.
Yeah, it's just that first drive we felt like was greatness. Was, hey, they found their groove early. They need to go back to what was working. Those corner routes were always open. You threw one incompletion on like the 3 or 4 you threw. Just go back to it.
I want to go offset eye here, and I know they want to run the ball with Andre Johnson. It has not worked for him yet, so they will throw it here. And this is complete. It's Dior Walker, and he's got 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
And there's Jefferson Miller just waiting for him in that middle. Had that middle zone, couldn't get there to stop the completion, but stopped the first down, giving up 2 more shots and getting a 3 and out.
And now they're going to shift some guys around and set up with a couple of wings. Quick throw and right back to that slant route. It's Mikey Fusaro, who had a couple of big catches on drive number 1. Now 3 catches, 35 yards.
Great physical catch. Was just able to catch it and hold it down just so he could get the first down. Great job by Fusaro.
1st and 10, man in motion. That is Faircloth, and they're going to back it up 5 yards. So you go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15, and you cannot be giving up 3 yards here.
You absolutely cannot, especially when you've struggled since that first drive. You have to keep positive plays going.
So LSU now 1st down as it's frozen clock, 3:19 here in the first half, a 6-point ball game. Faircloth across the middle. He does a good job holding on to that. He took a thumping right there in the middle of the field, but picks up 9. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And over on Twitch, Reggie James gets a 2-yard reception as Tennessee extends the lead, 21-7, 5:29 left in the half.
Tennessee trying to bounce back after getting it put on them a week ago against Alabama. So there you got a 14-point lead over there. 6-point lead here in our ball game. LSU on the move across midfield after that completion down the middle of the field. It's Andre Johnson out of the backfield and 1st down LSU.
And great awareness by Thomas Oliver. That wasn't his zone. Saw Johnson get wide open and started to shift over to limit the damage on that play. Jefferson Miller would have still limited it about the same, but more bodies the better in this league.
So 1st and 10, ball at the Auburn 42-yard line. Offset eye here is Carter barking out signals. And he'll come across the middle again and trying to hit the fullback out of the backfield, and it's knocked free, incomplete.
And great job by Washington just dropping back into coverage. The big DN doesn't typically play in zone. He's been great in zone tonight. My hat's off to him.
2nd and 10, Carter to the outside. That is completed to Marco Wallace. Gain of 6. Manageable 3rd down and a big 3rd down here for LSU.
It's very manageable, and you have to get it. Jody Gentry was in that flat. But this 3rd down, this could be the difference between leading at half and trailing.
3rd and 4. Time for Carter underneath, complete. It's Johnson again. He just sat it down right around the sticks and winds up with the 1st down.
Great job by Jefferson Miller. Dove in, made a big hit, but just was too late. Could have maybe made a play on that 3rd down, just couldn't force an incompletion.
And now draw play, Johnson. And the run game just has not been there for LSU. Terrell Washington, his 2nd stop in the backfield, will be 2nd and 12.
Washington has had himself a night. Pass coverage, playing defensive line where he typically is. Just great job already all around.
Looks like Auburn's coming with some heat, and they will bring an extra guy. And good job that time from Carter getting that one off quickly. It's complete to Johnson for a gain of 5.
Washington is quickly becoming my favorite player in the CFSL. I just watched that man go from left end and run all the way to that right flat to limit the damage. I love the athleticism from the big fella.
And now they're going to go screen game, try and get something going here on third down. It's Chip lucky, but not lucky enough to move the sticks, and LSU going to have to settle for a field goal.
And yet again, it was Aiden Hall all over the screen. He's been around too long, even though he's just a freshman, to know third down is screen down and took advantage of it.
So Nicky Boots coming out here for LSU, trying to boot one between the uprights. This will be about a 43-yard attempt, so not a gimme here, as LSU going to let this play clock drag all the way down to about 2 seconds before they kick it. Good decision here, not wanting to allow Auburn too much extra time at the back end of this first half. Boots kick up and good. 13-10 Auburn leading LSU, 39 seconds to go. Auburn gets the ball, Caleb, to start the second half. So how aggressive do you play this last 39 seconds with 3 timeouts?
Let me be honest. I think you go full speed ahead. You have an opportunity. You have 3 timeouts, and you have 40 seconds, give or take. You can get a field goal, go up 6 points at the end of the half, and then go out, and any points makes it a 2-score game. I'm putting my foot on the gas and not looking back.
Well, you got 37 seconds now after the return out to the 22-yard line. Pistol set. 3 receivers and a tight end in the formation. Mosley will throw it. He'll come underneath, open receiver, room to run out to the 30, goes sharpless, gain of 8.
And it was Cletus who made the tackle, just waited for him. But big thing, stop before the first down so the clock still rolls.
Auburn did use timeout number 1. Now they'll come near side. That is complete. Out across the 40 to the 42 to Deuce Carter.
And I feel like Auburn's being a little too trigger happy with these timeouts. You get the first down, just no huddle. They have to move the chains and the clock will be stopped for that.
Now with just 1 timeout left, we'll see if they go to that. This time Moses is going to throw this away. We'll see if maybe Auburn tries to get some of those gas receivers off the field.
And that could be what they're trying to do. You have guys tired. Granted, you've used 2 timeouts. They should be fine. You have water boys, I hope.
I think so, at least in Louisiana they used to. Grayson Lee picks up 4 there, 3rd and 6, and here they will hurry to the ball.
AJ Zachary laid a death-dying hit there.
And now Mosley down the seam. That is complete. Way to hang on to that, Cam Harris.
He had to go make a play for that ball. Cam Harris had a missile thrown at him, and it was high. He's only 5'10", and yet he made a great catch.
And a 45-yard field goal up and good from Keeler. His 3rd here in the first half. He's 3 for 4, and that one gives Auburn that 6-point lead you were talking about. We assume it will be a 6-point lead heading into the break, but Auburn does have to tackle here on special teams.
And tackling can be hard here. Just saying.
And a little bit of a seam up the middle for Chip Lucky, 30-yard return, but that will do it for half number 1. It has been a really tight ball game here in Death Valley through the first 2 quarters. Auburn 16, LSU 10. Caleb, about what we expected. 2 teams with exact same records, similar styles coming into this one and playing to a very tight ball game here in the first half.
And that's what both of these teams have just historically done, if we're being honest with it. Neither of these teams have been known to blow out an opponent or really get blown out. They just fight. But it's been Auburn early. That first drive from LSU was special. There's no other way around it. Completely worked their way downfield easily through the air. Just hasn't worked since. But Auburn hasn't been able to finish a drive efficiently. They had 1 drive finally get into the end zone, but 3 first-half field goals, all in almost the exact same spot. You would think they would find something to gain that momentum and get into the end zone again.
LSU has forced the game's only turnover, and remember, LSU also missed a field goal along the way there in the first half, so it could be, Auburn missed a field goal, and Auburn has the 1 turnover forced. reading that backwards there. So Auburn could have a 9-point lead, could already have a 2-possession lead here at the break. So LSU maybe catching a bit of a break, but they have to come out defensively here to start the second half and get a stop, because in this type of game where it's been played so tightly on both sides of the field, that you don't want to fall too far behind. So how important is this first drive? Not really for Auburn offensively, but for LSU on the defensive side.
It's just, you have to get back to that original game plan. That's all it is. You have the one turnover, oh well. You have to get the stop here first and foremost. Going down 2 scores with the pace of this game would be detrimental to a good team.
Now Auburn with the ball on the 30. 1st and 10 here to start the second half. Mosley into the flat. That is complete, and fighting for some extra yards out there to the 35-yard line is Leon Jones Jr., his 3rd reception of the ballgame.
And Harley Ryder came up trying to make that tackle upfield. Tried to just make it one-on-one, but one-on-one tackling is hard. Thankfully, Zachary's there for cleanup, which he's been doing all night long.
Now they go to Jones on the ground, and he runs through a guy and picks up 4. That play should have been stopped around the line of scrimmage, but Leon Jones running hard.
Harley Ryder is really not a fan of this half so far. 2 plays, 2 times he's the one on the ground while the offensive players running by him.
So 3rd and 1, they go read option, and a good pull right there from Mosley, and he's got first down yardage out to the 45-yard line.
Great job by Zachary to get up and make that tackle. Had to just get him down. That's what he had to do, and did that well, but needed it earlier.
And same play, different side, and pretty much same result. Zacchaeus Mosley, 6 yards on the outside. Yeah, it'll be 2nd down and 4.
And it's just been too easy. Billy Davis making that tackle. I get you like seeing your safeties get involved in the run game. I wouldn't, because it's 6 yards downfield almost every time. 2nd
down and 4. A little counter action here. It's Stuart Sherman, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage before he gets run over, and it'll be 3rd down and 4.
And I'm thankful I said it almost every time, because A.J. Zachary just got attacked at the line of scrimmage. So I saved myself by saying almost.
Almost is a key word in this league, as this one is shot downfield, open receiver, 5, touchdown, Jay Sharpless, and Auburn stretches this to the game's first 2-possession lead.
Yeah, and it's once again, Harley Ryder was the defender over there. Just got beaten one-on-one. He is not having himself the half he pictured, which just happens. Sometimes you get open the first drive, you miss 2 tackles, and Sharpless, who's an outstanding receiver, a freshman, just beats you deep. It's tough. These are great players. Mosley with a great throw and a great way to start the half for Auburn.
And you wonder if he was expecting some safety help over the top that just didn't get there in time. Oh, nice little wiggle right there from Billy Davis. He's out across the 30-yard line on that return. So now a 13-point ball game here. Auburn on top of LSU, and we'll see how LSU responds as they get their first possession of half number 2. They'll go bubble screen. That is complete to Faircloth, and it'll be a gain of 3.
And over on Twitch, they have entered halftime. It is 21-7 with Tennessee holding the lead.
And so now LSU trying to come back. A little hurdle there from Andre Johnson. It'll be 3rd and just a couple of chain links now for the Tigers.
And this is going to be, I know I say 3rd down's important almost every time a 3rd down comes around. This is probably the most important 3rd down they'll see so far this game.
They'll go play action here. They want more than that couple of chain links, but Jefferson Miller in great position knocks that one down, and LSU going to punt this away.
You have to just take the first down. Quarterback sneak, halfback dive. You have to just get that inch. You need to move the chains, because now you're already down 2 scores. You're slow on offense. You can't go down 3 scores here, and they're at risk.
Now, I don't necessarily mind the play call there if you're going to turn around and go for it on 4th and short, if you don't convert that 3rd down. But punting it away, you're right. Maybe you just run it. You try and pick up that first down, and now Auburn, with a lot of the momentum built up in their favor, completes that one to Sherman out of the backfield for 8.
Yep, and it was just a great tackle by Billy Davis. He had help from the corner. Couldn't quite see who it is, but great team tackling.
This one complete underneath Teron Don. We've seen him run it and catch it so far tonight. 2 catches, 44 yards. That one good for a first down.
I just keep saying the same two names because that time it was AJ Zachary who got the tackle, the other safety next to Davis.
Triple option look, late pitch. Jones has it on the outside. He's got first down yardage before he is spun down. This time it's Cletus Clodfelter that gets the stop, but it is another Auburn first down.
And I absolutely love that play call because the read guy was AJ Zachary, their best tackler so far tonight, and effectively took him out of the equation, which is why that gain was such a success.
1st and 10, and a handoff, little inside zone play to Jones, and he's going to pick up 4 on first down.
Just too much space in the middle. 4 yards is really, really nice to get. Cletus made a great tackle, but they're just consistently moving the chains.
2nd and 6. They'll go back to Jones. He tries to bounce it to the outside. This time it's well contained from that LSU defense. It's going to be a loss of 2. Billy Davis once again, this time in the backfield.
Just these same guys are having to make the plays every single time for the LSU defense. Bear Watkins, Xavier Pope, King, Sandoval. Someone else needs to make a play so they can get this stop.
3rd and 9, heavy set here for Auburn. They will throw for it here. And Mosley taking his shot near side, one-on-one coverage, and Sandoval, you just mentioned him. He goes up and makes a play in the passing game. It'll be 4th and 9.
And someone had to help. You can't ask Billy Davis, Cletus, and AJ Zachary to just do everything on this field. Name the last defense that absolutely dominated when there was the same 3 guys making plays. Doesn't really exist.
It doesn't happen often as this one bounces into the end zone. It was angled towards the sideline, just did not quite get over there far enough. And 1st and 10 now LSU. So they had to punt it on their first drive. They survive. Their defense gets the football back to them. Now they got to put something together offensively. And that was dangerous. Thomas Oliver saw it, actually over pursued and had to reach back to knock it down.
Underestimated his own speed is what I think that pick was. Didn't think he'd get the burst like that.
And so now under center, 2 tight ends here. And Carter going to go underneath. And a big hit put on Faircloth. He does hold on, picks up 6. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And just huge hit, but great way to hold on to that football. Turning around to a big hit is never easy, but holding on to the football is at least a consolation prize.
It hurts a lot less. Not that getting hit by Jefferson Miller like that doesn't hurt no matter what, but when you hold on to the football, it hurts a little bit less. He got dumped right on his head too, so nice to see him get right back up. And he's got it again on the outside, and he's got to fight for enough to move the chains for LSU.
And once again, it was Washington who was trying to make the play in coverage. He was just a second late. I love this Washington fellow.
1st and 10. They're going to slide their tight end in motion right to left. Inside zone here, and this time finding some room is Andre Johnson. Give him 10. He'll be just short of the first down marker.
And Wood had to come up to make that tackle. Great job. Got him on the ground. That's what they needed. Huge for this Auburn defense.
And now another read option look, and Carter throws a stiff arm out there. Carter to midfield, first down, LSU.
And it was just a great read. Had to decide to keep it outside, cut it inside. Said, hey, I'll take inside and take the guaranteed yards instead of playing with my chains.
So 1st and 10, ball right on the midfield stripe. Turn, hand this off to Johnson. He's got room. He powers his way up the middle, down to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Great, powerful run, but over on Twitch, Falcon Chestnut hides among the O-linemen again for another 2-yard rushing touchdown. Tennessee now is up 28-7, 6:01 left in the 3rd quarter.
2 rushing touchdowns now for Chestnut, and LSU trying to get something going on the ground as they're starting to move it on the ground here against Auburn. Chip Lucky this time for 5 and a first down.
Hey, that's just a great run. Got bounced around. Who cares? You got the first down. I'll be a pinball all day if it means the chains are moving.
An I formation, turn, hand this off to Lucky again, and oh boy, did he pay for that one as he tried to turn the corner. Thomas Oliver puts it to him.
Yeah, Thomas Oliver, not the biggest guy, 5'9", 190. Not huge, laid the wood, and it's because he finally saw someone who he's bigger than in Chip Lucky, who's 5'7", $165.
So now 2nd and 10. Offset eye. They're going to turn and hand this one to Johnson this time, and he picks his way forward. Gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Great job by the entire D-line. They all got involved. Hall, Long, Guerrero, Washington, everyone was there. Just all of them got off the blocks. Great execution.
And now on 3rd down, screenplay, and not quite going to get there. Johnson needed a little bit of extra turbos on that one, and it'll be 4th and 2.
You know, I'm pretty sure Aiden Hall has 3 tackles tonight, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of them are on the same exact play. That's his 3rd time sniffing out a screen. Great job by the freshman being aware in every situation.
And no good. So LSU looks like they're going to at least claw back to within 10, and it slides wide left. So Nicky Boots cannot get the job done there. And is it going to be that kind of second half for LSU as Auburn looking? Mosley has time across the middle, incomplete, could have been intercepted.
Yeah, if Cletus gets that pick, he has a chance of going back for 6. There was only lineman and Mosley really in front of him. He cuts it outside. We could be talking about a whole different ballgame.
And now Jones trying to get to the outside. And it is going to be a 3-yard pickup. So just did not quite get the blocking on the outside. Billy Davis, another stop.
And you trust Leon one-on-one against any secondary player, because that's what it came down to. Can Leon either make him miss or go straight through him? And Billy Davis just threw a forearm, just stop that down.
3rd down and 7. Mosley looking, trying to keep the drive alive. Late pressure, unloads down the sideline, double coverage, and incomplete. LSU gets off the field after the missed field goal. So a good stop once again from that Tiger defense.
Absolutely huge defensive stop by LSU. They got the press at home. I think it was Xavier Pope who ended up breaking through, forcing Mosley to throw it a tad earlier than he wanted. And look at all the space that this has.
Out across the 40 goes Chip Lucky on the 15-yard return. And now LSU, listen, a great drive on their last drive. Had to settle for a field goal attempt. Could not connect. So you've got to try and build on that and get momentum back in your favor if you're the purple and gold. This one thrown towards the marker, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
And it's just been a weird one. That first drive, it was all through the air. They haven't had that same aerial success, which is surprising because Auburn has not been great through the air defensively.
2nd down and 10. They'll go play action. Blitz coming. It's picked up. And this one thrown into traffic, and it is caught. It'll be a loss of a yard. Dior Walker dropped in the backfield by Maverick Berlin.
And it was probably a better play just to let that hit the ground. He wanted to boost his catches. I get that. That was a very dangerous throw, seeing how Berlin had position. But Carter just threw it up high. Maybe didn't expect his receiver to get that high in the air to actually come down with it. It was a throwaway attempt, but just got to stop your losses there.
3rd and 11. Blitz coming, picked up, late pressure, and Carter could not get rid of it. Well, it looked like he had just enough time to let it fly, and instead he winds up taking the sack.
And it was Washington again, who is quietly having one of those great games. 3 TFLs, 1 sack. He's been in coverage a lot more than you expect a 280-pound DN to be in. He has had an impact on every level of this game, surprisingly. Have yourself a night, big fella.
And now on 4th and 16, LSU going to punt it right back. And a little bit of room to work for Maverick Berlin out near the 35 before he's finally brought down. And now, Caleb, late in the 3rd quarter, all these possessions now that Auburn has the football offensively become important possessions for this LSU defense.
Absolutely, and they've responded to the answer well. They've been getting the stops recently.
And they get a stop right here as Mosley tries to turn the corner, but Keontae King makes the stop in the backfield. It will be a loss of a yard.
One of the other playmakers on this defense you look for LSU is Keontae King. He's just stacking. He has 6 TFLs on the year. We need him to keep making these plays to give you a fighting to come back.
So 2nd down and 11. Little read option look. And again, Mosley stacked up in the backfield and brought down for a loss. This time it's Jet Mingo.
Outstanding job by Jet Mingo. The way to stop the read option, do what the defensive lineman doesn't do. He takes running back, you take quarterback, and it's going to stop it every single time.
So 3rd and 14 in what may be the third quarter's final play. Mosley looking, unloads deep, one-on-one coverage, intercepted. It's coming back the other direction and dropped right there. But Mosley turns it over. Billy Davis makes the INT.
And that's what they needed. They needed a turnover back, get your offense in a good spot. But over on Twitch, the Gators finally bite back as Victor Acuna gets a 3-yard receiving touchdown, 28-14, 152 left in the third.
Into the third here, 23-10, Auburn on top of LSU. You're watching the CFSL, presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. And welcome back inside Tiger Stadium here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Nate Murphy, Caleb Allen, set to bring you quarter number 4. LSU taking over after the Billy Davis interception, down 13 and looking to get back in it. Cobra Carter starts the drive with a 6-yard carry.
And Maverick Berlin yet again involved in the run defense here. 6 tackles, 2 TFLs. One of those TFLs came in the pass game, to be fair. But just a great job by this cornerback being involved in the run game happily.
Back to the read option, and Carter not quite gonna get there as Allen tracks him down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
I hold my breath every time Rex Allen gets a tackle because he is arguably the best player when it comes to forced fumbles we've seen in the modern era. And I'm never ready for when it's going to happen.
And this time, Carter's going to keep it for 8 yards, and it's good enough for an LSU first down.
And Gentry came up for that tackle, but we're starting to see this LSU offense gain momentum, which is when they need it now, because that's when they need to get the comeback started.
And a quick slant across the middle. Fusaro again, 8 yards this time. It'll be 2nd and 2.
That cornerback did Fusaro a big favor, because I don't know if you saw it. Rex Allen flipped his hips and hips were going for that hit, and that's not a hit I want to take.
2nd and 2, straight drop back here for Carter towards the sideline. And I don't know if the defender was playing the ball, but he certainly played man and laid him out.
Nope, and you don't have to play the ball there. Why would you? Play the man. Don't even give him a chance to make a catch.
And now on 3rd and 2. Shift some guys around and set one up on the wing right side. Quick drop back, thrown across the middle. That is complete. Marco Wallace for 7 and a first down.
Huge throw by the freshman quarterback. That's a must-get 3rd down, and you don't know if you want to risk going for it on 4th down. Big throw, perfect spot when no one can make a play on it.
So now on 1st down, blitz coming off the play fake. That one throw to the sideline, and Faircloth picks up 15 as he's able to keep the feet in bounds.
And he's having himself a good night. 7 catches, 71 yards. He has this sole touchdown on the night. Just not unguardable. That's the guy they need to keep feeding at this rate because he's the one getting the job done for you.
And, well, maybe we spoke too soon. The booth going to take another look at this, but I thought on first look Faircloth was easily in, and yeah, that left foot is down first. I think that still counts.
Yeah, I see no reason why it shouldn't count.
To review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And it does, so LSU continues to move the football downfield now inside the PX1 Sports red zone at the 18-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the short side of the field. Mosley throws that direction to the 15. It's Donnie as he falls out of bounds, gain of 3.
Good, safe, smart throw. You're in plus territory. Why risk a bad throw here?
2nd and 7 now. And Carter hands this one off. Nice cut to the inside from Johnson, and he was able to pick his way forward for another 3 yards.
And that's just a good, strong run. You're in a great situation, but you have to get your 4 yards here. You don't want to risk a 4th down situation.
So 3rd and 4. Down 2 touchdowns, probably 4 down territory right here at this point. Back in the end zone, one-on-one. Maverick Berlin wins that jump ball. Incomplete, and here's that 4th down decision.
And they're going to go for it. And after this play, I do have a Twitch update for you.
So 4th and 4. Big play for the LSU offense. to the end zone. Wide open is Chip Lucky. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Great job finding the spot where there was no defenders, giving Cobra Carter the chance to make that throw in this perfect spot. But over on Twitch, the Vols score again, a 13-yard touchdown to Forrest Handler, 35-14, with 8:57 left in the ballgame.
So maybe trying to put that one away there on Twitch. Here on YouTube, it's getting tighter. 23-17. Auburn on top of LSU here in the Tiger Bowl. 6.5 to go here in the ball game. Maverick Berlin 19 yards on the return. And here we go. Pressure back on the LSU defense. Need one more stop here.
They absolutely need one more stop. And you're going to think Billy Davis or A.J. Zachary. They need one more guy to make a play here for them.
And they'll go read option. Mosley trying to get here near side, and he is hit and dumped after just a gain of 1. What a stick on the outside.
Yeah, what a hit by Jet Mingo. I almost stood up there from that hit. Mosley's going to think again about just staying on his feet versus sliding when he sees Jet Mingo. That sent shivers up my spine.
It was a Bill Goldberg spear. Just kind of lifts him up and drops him on his backside. And now Mosley, under some late pressure, steps up, gets rid of it, and in coverage, 3 LSU defenders over there. Pablo Ortiz with the swat. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Great plays by the defensive line of LSU. They never gave up. Pressure wasn't there immediately, but it got there. That caused that incompletion.
Big 3rd down. Auburn trying to regain momentum. They're taking a shot. Has a man. It's complete inside the 35, down to the 29-yard line. It's Ron Dawn on his 3rd catch of the night.
Ron Dawn having a night. He's over 100 total yards from the run plays. Just outstanding playing.
And now this one thrown, and a great play from Marcus Sandoval as he reads it late and is able to get there to knock it down.
He wasn't quite there early enough to take that back for 6, but caused the incompletion, saying, hey, you're going to have to kick 3 here if you want to score.
And that would put it back to a 2-score ball game. So I think Auburn would ultimately take that. Stuart Sherman picks up 4, 3rd and 6 coming up.
Just a good, strong run. But this is a play that could dictate the entire game if it's held and stopped, or if Auburn can keep killing this clock.
From here, it would be about a 42-yard attempt. This one to the back of the end zone, and Harley Ryder knocks it down. 4th and 6, and here you go, Auburn out to kick the field goal again.
He has missed from about this range, so it's far from a guarantee.
This will be 42 yards from Keeler. He's 3 of 4 on the night. This one is up, and it is good. So 26-17 with 5:18 to play in your ball game. 9-point game. So if you're LSU, you don't need a touchdown on this possession here. You will need one here in the next 5 minutes, but get into field goal range, take your 3 if you have to, and then play some defense here to get it back.
I very much think the touchdown versus field goal depends on what your situation is, honestly. If you get a good 4th down, you have to get 7 at some point.
And this one is up the middle with Johnson, and he's got 6 yards on 1st down.
Good run up the middle. Strong carry. Keeps the clock moving, though, which is not what they need to see on a 6-yard gain.
So 2nd and 4, straight drop back here for Carter. He throws this one away. Good coverage from Auburn's defense.
This is, I'd almost argue, 3rd and ball game. Because either they're going to get this or they're going to be faced with the toughest 4th down decision they'll make all night.
Well, if it's 4th down from here, you got to go for it. It won't matter. This one complete across the middle. Big tight end Marco Wallace gain a 9 to move the chains.
You know, I'm happy for Lars that he didn't have to make that choice. Because that would have been a tough one, especially if you had a negative play there.
Jefferson Miller tackle number 7 to keep that from going any further downfield. Now you slide a man into the backfield. They hand this off to Johnson, trying to catch the edge. Does a good job finding yards there. Had to lower the shoulder, picks up 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
And there's Hansel Cook who came up with that tackle. Came up the sophomore safety who doesn't get a lot of tackles. Got an important one there.
2nd down and 4. Faircloth goes in motion all the way across the field, sets up twins to the far side. They go to Johnson, and he won't get to the far side. He is cut down in the backfield. Jody Gentry with his 6th stop of the night.
Look, I love going to the run game. I'm a run game enthusiast. I don't think this is the situation for a 1st and 2nd down run, though. You have to score fast to get time to get a stop.
Now we're down inside of 4 minutes to play. This is going to be a screen that goes it goes nowhere. 0 yards. Ship Lucky back to the line of scrimmage, and he was lucky to get that much.
Yep, and Jimmy Long read it instantly, but Rex Allen got there eventually.
And now inside of 3:45 to go, you have to go for it on 4th down. Screen again. Johnson tracked down from behind. Turnover on downs. Auburn gets it back.
Ezekiel Guerrero came up with that tackle, read the screen. I thought it was going to be a free 1st down. No, he popped out of nowhere like The Undertaker.
And now on 1st and 10, Mosley fires this across the middle, broken tackle. That's going to be 1st down yardage as Auburn looks to put this one away.
I'm a little shocked by the pass call there. I figured that'd go to Leon. You're giving Leon 1st and 2nd down to get in a great situation and playing from there.
Instead, it was Deuce Carter on the reception. Just his 2nd catch of the ball game. And now Mosley, little midline read, and he's lucky to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Clodfelter on the stop.
And it was Clodfelter who came up with the big tackle. I mean, game's not over. You hold them to a field goal here. It's still only 12. It's still 2 scores.
And now they are going to come with some extra pressure from the outside. Blocked up well, and Jones picks up 5 to make this 3rd and 5.
Great job by Xavier Pope to get a hand on Leon. He had all the momentum in the world. Pope slowed him down just enough where he couldn't just run through another tackle or two, making the tackle possible.
So 3rd and 5 after the Billy Davis tackle, his 9th on the night. Big play here for LSU. Force a field goal, keep yourself alive. You'll have to probably burn a timeout here, though, after this stop if you can get it, which means then you'll have to score a touchdown and get the onside kick and do it all in less than 2 minutes. Mosley takes the snap with exactly 2 to go. Thrown across the middle, incomplete, so they will not have to burn a timeout as the clock stops, and Auburn forced to kick a 45-yard field goal.
You could have done a million things there. An incompletion is the only, well, not the only, but one of the few wrong answers.
And make this a 46-yard attempt from Keeler. It is up and good. So 29-17 is your new score. Auburn leads LSU with 1:54 to go in the ballgame. 12-point game, 3 timeouts for LSU. If you score quickly, you may not even have to attempt the onside kick because you will have enough timeouts to get the football back.
I still think you have to take the onside kick. You don't need to risk it. You have 3 timeouts, and you have to just trust that you can hold them to not getting a field goal.
Well, you've got to do step 1 first, and that's put a touchdown on the board. Ball is on their own 23-yard line. Empty set, thrown underneath, complete, and fighting for extra yards. 1st and 10, Donnie with the reception.
On Twitch, Falcon Chestnut gets his 3rd touchdown on a 15-yard carry, 45-14, Tennessee up 4:20 left.
So it looks like Tennessee is going to hold on over there, and Auburn trying to hold on here. This one is complete to Donnie. 2nd and 1 upcoming.
That time it was Rolo Wood who got the tackle.
And now Carter looking, hit as he let it go. That was the big play they were looking for right there, but unfortunately he's hit and could not get it off.
Ezekiel Guerrero was the one who was able to get the hit on the quarterback before he could get rid of the release. Great play by the DN.
3rd and 1. Big play right here. Carter taking a shot downfield. Has a man. It's complete inside the 20. It's Faircloth, and he's dropped before he can bust free, but it is 1st down inside the red zone.
And that catch gets him over the century marker.
It was Kirk with the touchdown saving tackle. Now LSU looking for another quick strike. It's incomplete.
And I like that incompletion. It gets you a chance to calm down, breathe, get fresh legs out there at receiver. Just a good incompletion.
2nd and 10. Carter looking underneath and breaking a tackle, but staying in bounds is lucky, so the clock going to continue to run here.
Yeah, Chip Lucky just has to cut that outside and get to the sideline, stop the clock.
3rd and 3. They go to Lucky again, and he again doesn't go out of bounds. And he's hit. We'll see, did they mark him out of bounds? 1st and goal after the 5-yard reception.
And they did mark him out of bounds. Maverick Berlin took a beating on that catch. But great job by Carter to find the open receiver for the 1st down.
And clock was rolling there, so they marked him inbounds. False start. That will actually stop the clock here. So, yes, you lose 5 yards, but clock will stop. You don't waste or use a timeout here. Inside a minute, LSU needs a touchdown and the football back to have a shot here in this one at the end. So 1st and goal, ball back at about the 7-yard line. Carter underneath, and boy, you got to start throwing these into the end zone because now you're burning timeouts.
And Jefferson Miller with the tackle, and even then, you burn one there. I don't think you burn one. You get to the line of scrimmage and go.
I think you got to throw the next 3 into the end zone. Although they're going to go draw play, they'll use a timeout here. Johnson falls down at the 2.
So interesting note about that timeout, because they only have 1 left, they have to go for the onside and recover it.
And now they will throw this away. So we're talking about the onside kick, but they still have to finish this drive. 4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and you can do anything really. You don't have to worry about the clock. It's 4th down. You can run or pass. I'd probably lean pass.
They'll send a man in motion, setting up twins here to the right side. They'll go draw play. Johnson to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And now the onside kick becomes extremely important. If they recover it, they'll have around 38 seconds or so to win this ball game.
Just a powerful run from Johnson. Put his head down. Got hit by, I believe it was Jimmy Long, who made contact and was almost able to drag him down. But great, strong run. Now we have the game play that is football game. Let's see if LSU has it in them to recover this onside.
Whichever set of Tigers recovers this onside kick will have a potential chance to win this game, and it is Auburn, and they're going to potentially run this back. Look out, it was Ron Dawn who's had a huge game, and he runs this all the way down inside the red zone, although Auburn can take a couple of knees and get out of here with a win.
You know, the painful part for Rondon is I don't think it's going to give him any credit for those return yards.
No, but it looked pretty. And Mosley will take a knee. LSU semantics at this point calls the timeout, but Mosley can do it one more time, and that'll wrap it up.
It will. And I respect the timeout. Leave the opponent on their toes, even when the game is over.
Hey, listen, a fumbled snap, and things could have been different, but the clock will run down 1-0 on the clock. The Tiger Bowl belongs to Auburn, 29-24. Caleb, this one went back and forth all night, came right down to the wire.
It did. It was a great job by Auburn to hold on the entire time. They got the lead at 13-7, I want to say, and was able to just hold on, figured out the issues of not being able to finish drives. But hats off to LSU. They never quit fighting. They had a slow third quarter. They couldn't get anything going, and they found that energy in the fourth quarter. Really necessary job by them. And the defense was able to start getting stops. It was just a moment too late. But Auburn had an outstanding showing, run game, pass game, return game, defense. Everything just functioned for them.
Auburn moves to 2-0 in conference play. LSU drops to 1-1. Again, your final score, 29-24 Auburn over LSU. And with that, I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and my broadcast partner, Caleb Allen, for tonight's action. On behalf of our entire broadcast crew, I'm Nate Murphy, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. One game in the books, but we've got one more for you here on your Wednesday night. Make sure you join us again, 8:30 Central Time. The Georgia Bulldogs head to Tuscaloosa to take on the Alabama Crimson Tide here on YouTube. Until then, good night, and we will see you later.